Okay. So Cartesian product, whatever question left out, you please try those questions. I hope and believe that most of the students have already solved this question. If you have any doubts on those leftover question, you can comment me. I will make video on that also. Okay, it's a very simple one. So I have not done those questions. You try yourself. Okay, I will start relation now. So our purpose of Cartesian product studying was only relation. Okay, why we have studied Cartesian product is to understand what is relation. Now relation, I told you, relation actually is nothing but it's a subset. Okay, subset of Cartesian product. Okay, simple definition this one. Subset of Cartesian product means whatever element you will have in relation set, it will come from the Cartesian product. Okay, now what does that mean? So see carefully, by the word itself I have explained. Relation means minimum two object must be there, two element must be there, right? Minimum two element. So that's why we have studied how to write that collection of two elements, that is order pair we used to say, right? So in Cartesian product you have seen if A is a subset where 1 2 3 is the element, suppose B is a set where element is 4 5, suppose, then what will be Cartesian product of AB? Cartesian product of AB is given by 1 4. We used to collect all possible order pair here, 2 4, sorry 1 4, then 1 5. Let me write down 1 5 first, 1 5, then 2 4 2 5, then 3 4 3 5, right? So Cartesian product we used to write like this. Now if I define relation, one relation I want to define, suppose like brother is relation, sister is relation, same way I want to define one relation between A and B. So what is the relation I will define? Say I will define relation, in relation what it will be, element will be order pair. Let me write down x y, that one. Okay, now which element will be there? Only those where there is some relation between first element and second element. Let me define the relation is, suppose x is less than y. If I define the relation like this is relation, right? You can see between x and y, what is the relation? Less than is the relation. X must be less than y. So those kind of element only must be here, because it's a relation set, right? In a relation set, remember order pair will be there. Which kind of order pair? The one where first element and second element of the order pair must have relation. Which relation? Whichever relation is defined. So what is the relation defined here? X less than y. So let me write down what will be the element here. If this is set builder form, what is the roster form? What will be the element? So see here. So this relation where I have defined from A to B, right? So I can write like this, relation from A to B I have defined. This is how symbolically we can write relation. This R symbolize relation between A and B element. So what is the relation between A and B element? Element of A must be less than this y is element of B, right? I told you in Cartesian product, first element will be always element of A, second element will be always element of B. And those students who are afraid of all these things, I am telling you, don't afraid. This is for the first time you are studying. That's why you might be finding it little awkward. What kind of maths it is right now? You will know the application when we will do permutation, then probability, these things when we will do, then you will understand the application of all this. Okay, so right now don't worry, just try to listen and try to understand a little bit. Okay, so when I write relation set, we understand that in relation what you will have, it's a collection of those elements where there will be relation. So relation between what? Between the elements, right? So whatever order pair you will have in this set, in this relation set, then I understand that first and second element will have some relation. So now relation I have defined. What is the relation here? X should be less than y. This is the relation between first element and second element. So what will be the element here? So from here only I will take, because relation is defined from A to B. So in this relation set only, first element will be from first set, second element will be from second set. Okay, so which element I will take? So I can take from this Cartesian product only. So first element, can I take this one? 1 4. Yes, because you can see first element is less than second element. It is satisfying this relation, right? So this element will be there in this set. Okay, next 1 5 can I take? Of course I can take. Okay, next 2 4, yes. 3 4, yes. 3 5, yes, all I can take here, right? Have I not written anything here? 2 4 2 5, okay. 3 4, something I have not written. 3 4 I have written, 2 5 I have not written, right? 2 comma 5, this also will be there. So you can see here what are the elements, all element of Cartesian product. Can you write any other pair here? Obviously no, because I know that first element will be from first set, second element will be from second set, and you can see whatever relation is defined here, all relation is satisfied here. All element is satisfying that relation. First element less than second, first element less than second, first element less than second. But when I write this set, I was not thinking about any relation. Simply I am making pair like this, all possible pair. Okay, where in this pair first element will be from first set, second element will be from second set. Then relation, how I have defined? Relation I have defined from A to B, means simply if I draw a diagram, there is a diagram, visual representation also. This is called arrow diagram of relation set. This is your set A, this is your set B. In set A, what are the elements? 1, 2, 3, right? In set B, what are the elements? 4, 5. Okay. Now 1, is it related to any element of this? Yes, of course it is related to 4. You can see from the relation set. 1 is also related to 5, so we used to show something like this arrow diagram. Okay, this arrow means this is related with this one, this is related with this one. Okay, 2 is related with 4, arrow diagram will be drawn like this. 2 is related to 5, arrow diagram will be drawn like this. 3 is related to 4, 3 is related to 5. So the arrow diagram is drawn something like this. Okay, so this is called visual representation of relation set, or it is said to be arrow diagram. Okay, where this arrow implies a relation. 1 and 4 has relation, 1 and 5 has relation. 2 and 4 have relation, 2 and 5 have relation. 3 and 4, 3 and 5. Okay, so this is visual arrow diagram. So I hope relation set something you have understood, at least some things. We will take more example on this. Okay, now see carefully, this element which you have, they all have image, right? You can see, this is called image. First thing, this is called, this 4, this 5 is called image of 1. Okay, why image? Now see here, if a person is there, okay, their shadow will be always with them, right? Yes or no? If a person is there, their shadow image will always be there with them. Okay, so whenever there is a relation defined between any two sets, then when we write order pair, what we used to do, we used to write those pair only which will have satisfy the relation given to you, right? So in this case, this is the relation given, so you can see all order pair is satisfying this relation, so they will be always together. These two will be together. You cannot write 5 and 4 together. 5 and 4, why you cannot write? Because this element, whatever you have, its image will be this one. It will be from here. The image means second element will be always from here. You cannot take first element from here, second element also you cannot take from here. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say is, first element you always take from here, right? Second element which you take, always take from here. So that's why this element will always be there with the element of the first one. Okay, but it should be related. So that's why when it will be always with them, since it is related, these two are related, this will be always with this element, right? So that's why this is called image of this one. Okay, as we know, shadow is always with you, right? Always will be with you. So you can consider this one as your shadow, because these are related, so it will be always with them, with this element. So this is said to be image also. That's how they have just given a name. Okay, this is also called image of 1. 5 is called image of 1. 4 is called image of 2 also. 5 is called image of 2. So if this is image, this is also called pre-image. Okay, this is also named as pre-image. Okay, just a name. Clear? Now see here, this all element is having image here, right? What is the image of 1? 4 and 5. 2, 4 and 5. 3, 4 and 5. So all this element is having image. Something image is there. So this collection of elements, if you collect like this, this collection of element which are having image in the second set, then this collection is called domain. Special name is given. Right now I have explained with the help of example. I will give you all the definition in another paper. You just note it down. So I will prefer that understanding from the definition which is given, that is note from the note, is much more better than understanding from the diagram from this example is much more better than those notes. So first try to understand from here. Once you understand this, you try to note down that one. When you forgot something, you can try to see that one. It will automatically explain you well. Okay, you will be able to understand that yourself also later. But first thing, try to understand from here only everything from the diagram. Okay, so simply what I say here is, if you have a relation set from set A to B, simply I will explain now from the arrow diagram only. Okay, now set A, what are the elements? Suppose A, B, C is the element. Okay, and here suppose E, F, G, H will be the element. Okay, now I have defined something relation, any relation I have defined, suppose. Okay, now according to that relation, suppose A is related to E. Okay, A is related to G according to that relation which I have defined, suppose. Okay, right now I am not defining. I will show you another example with relation defining. Okay, so see here, B is related suppose to F, and B is related to suppose G also. Okay, C is related to suppose only F. It can happen, it might relate to only F. So H is not related with any element, it might happen. Okay, so this collection of A, B, C, they are having image, right? This is called image. Okay, this portion, this E, F, G is called image. This is not image. Why? Because you can see it is not related to any element. Okay, H is not image. Here what are the image? E, F, G will be your image. A, B, C, this are having image. What are the image of A, B, C? A is having image E and G only. Okay, B is having image F and G. C is having image F only. Okay, so this collection of element which are having image is called domain. Okay, right now try to understand like this. We will discuss this one again in detail when we will discuss function. So try to concentrate well. What is domain here? Okay, now what is this collection of image? Also they have given a name. So if I collect all the image, okay, then this is called range. Okay, collection of all image is called range. Clear? Now this set, whole set is not your range this time. In previous example you have seen, right, all element of this set were your image. So this whole set was your range. Okay, this whole set, B is also called range here. Okay, but in this case you can see all whole set, all this set, whole set is not your range this time. Whole B set is not your range this time. Only E, F, G is the element here, right? H is not the element, means I cannot write here B this time. So this set, whole set also have a special name. Okay, what is the name of this whole set? B is called codomain. Okay, codomain. This whole set is called codomain. So you can see range is always subset of codomain. Can I say in this case also this is your codomain, also your range. So can I write here range is subset of codomain? I can write, because what is the condition for subset? All element of this must contain here, right? So you can see range element, what it is, 4, 5, it is contained in codomain. This is your codomain. Okay, the set where your range will be, those set will be called as codomain. Okay, so right now what things you have to look for, you have to careful with is image. See, most of the student what they used to think is image is a set, Image is not a set, image is just an element. Okay, this is image, this is called image, this is called image. Okay, so this is not your image. Don't consider this set as image. You can say this is a set of image. Okay, image are element, range is a set. Range is what? Range is a set of image, okay, collection of image you can say. And what is domain? Domain is collection of those elements from your first set which is having image in the second set. Okay, this first element of your, this is relations. If I write relation set here, suppose, okay, how I can write? R. Relation set is what? It's a ordered pair in which first element will be related to second element. So you can see A is related to what element? E. Then A is also related to G. This is how I can write relation set in roster form. This is picture. This is just an arrow diagram. This is the roster form of this arrow diagram. Okay. B is related to what? B is related to F. B is related to G. Right? C is related to F. That's it. Because no other element, right? Relation. So you can see these are the elements which are related to each other. What is the relation? I have not defined. Whatever relation, suppose there is a relation between AE, BF and BG, CF. They are having relation. Whatever relation is defined, then the relation set will be given like this, and its arrow diagram will be given like this, and then domain will be what? This is domain. What is your range? This will be your range. What is your codomain? Codomain will be always your second set. Okay, your second set will always be your codomain also. So remember, range is always subset of codomain. Range is always subset of codomain, because range from where you will get? Obviously from here only you will take the element, right? So if you take from here only, obviously it will contain here in this set. Okay, now if you have not understood what is subset, then you will face problem here. So go through subset again if you have doubt, and if you don't understand still, you can ask me. Okay, again I repeat, pure maths is not like your previous. In high school, whatever maths you have done is mostly applied. You have used some formula and solved the problem. So in some topic, if you don't understand, also memorizing the formula will help you solving the problem there, right? But here it won't happen. If you missed out any topic, suppose you don't understand this one, then I'm ensuring you that the upcoming chapters you won't understand at all. In pure maths, each and every topic is very, very important. Okay, so these are your base. If you don't understand these things, then you will not understand this. More complicated topic is going to come. Complicated in the sense, this is for the first time you are studying, and this is totally different type of maths which you have studied in high school. Okay, it's not like your high school maths. So this time, to understand all this, you have to make your base strong. Means your first chapter, whatever I have discussed, study properly, then only you will understand this. And once you understand this, then only we will understand why trigonometry is called trigonometric function. So before that, we will understand what is function. Okay, so I know some of you have already done trigonometry and other chapters also, right? So there are some relation between the chapter. That's why we need to follow sequence wise. Okay, randomly when we study, we used to miss out something, and that used to remain some doubts also. Okay, so try to study in sequence. So these are the things you need to understand here. Okay, image, what is range, what is domain, what is codomain, this thing. So I have already written all those down. Okay, the definitions and an example also I have given. So you go through all this once and try to understand. In the next video, I will explain all this with the help of example. Example in the sense, we will take exercise, question, and then we will try to understand more on this. Okay.